In this video, we're going to look at 8 Martin Schwartz quotes. Stay tuned. Hey traders, a very warm welcome to you. If you're new to the channel, a very warm welcome and consider subscribing for more videos from me and other traders from this channel. If you are not new, welcome back, and you've probably seen me hold this book up more than one time. Pitbull, Martin Schwartz. This is the guy we're going to talk about today. Great book, well recommended, Amazon, all that kind of stuff. Lessons from Wall Street's Champion Day Trader. One of my favorite trading books. No strategy in it, but a bit of a story. Anyway, okay, so Martin Schwartz, he's got some quotes. Here's 8 of them. Let's go. Number 1, rich technician. What's all that about? Let's have a look. Rich technician. I always laugh at people who say, I've never met a rich technician. I love it. It's such an arrogant, nonsensical response. I used fundamentals for 9 years and got rich as a technician. Pretty much, if you read the book, you'll see that he actually is very much based on price. He uses moving averages. He uses kind of price action, tape reading, that kind of stuff. And he wraps that in the case of, hey, I'm looking at what's happening now. Technical versus fundamental. Fundamentals are kind of what should happen based on valuation. Technicals is based on what price is doing. He's talking about price. So he says, hey, you know what? It's worked very well for me. And if we put that in kind of respect of us as traders, technical analysis is the kind of thing that works short term. Fundamentals rarely work short term because they don't change often enough to create the kind of a catalyst that we need. Now, not to say you can't combine fundamentals with technicals and you say, okay, well, we've got strong fundamentals under pushing this market, but that will probably show itself in the chart in a strong uptrend. But great kind of point there. He's basically saying, listen, technical analysis or being a technician is what made me money. So anyone who says otherwise, shrug his shoulders, basically. All right. Second one, trading as a profession. Trading must be addressed as a profession because if you do not treat it as such, those who do will separate yourself from your money very quickly. Perfect quote, guys. If you don't take trading seriously, say goodbye to your cash. If you want to play the game and you play against the guys who are well prepared, your money will literally just come out of your pocket and out of your account. Almost guaranteed. You have to treat it as a profession. Now, if you're part-time, that is still fine. You still treat it as a part-time business. Whatever you do, wherever the hours you put in, doesn't necessarily mean you have to be full-time, but you treat it as a business, as a profession, in Martin's words, and not a hobby. If you treat it as a hobby and it's a bit of fun, your money will go just like you put it in a fruit machine. So good advice there from Buddy Schwartz. Okay, number 3, hard work. Hard work is the primary reason why I've become so successful, but hard work is just part of the equation. You need to put in hard work. The same with any level of success, isn't it? It doesn't matter what we're doing, running a business, becoming an athlete, anything. Same with trading, guys. You've got to put in the hard work. And his great point here, he said, listen, it's a good reason why I've been successful, but it's just part of the equation. Just working hard won't make you a successful trader, but you do need that ingredient to kind of become a successful trader. I'm trying to think of a good analogy here for cooking, and I'm not really a chef, so I'm trying to think, could I use an analogy with cake, say, or roast dinner? The meat is the primary reason why I've become so successful, but the meat is just part of the equation. Bad analogy, but you get the point. The point is you have to work hard, but it still doesn't guarantee success. All right, number 4, ego. Okay, you have to master your ego and realize that being profitable is more important than being right. Big one, we've mentioned it before. Again, if you're new here, this is the first time you've heard it. It's a big one, this ego. If you're not new here, you're going to say, yep, I've heard you talk about ego many times before. And that's exactly it, guys. Your ego needs to be left at the door to your office. Do not put your ego in the markets because the market can sniff it out and it will capitalize on it. It will drag you around. It will knock you about. It will take your money. It will beat you up and then kick you out the door. So you've got to master your ego and realize that being profitable is more important than being right. We're not making calls here. We're not saying this is going from this to this. We're just trying to take little chunks out of a move or big chunks out of the move, whatever it may be, and put it into our bank account. Our bank wants money. It wants real money. When we draw that money from our trading account, the bank likes it. The bank doesn't take credits to say, hey, I called that right. I called that right. It doesn't matter. We're into making money. All right, let's move on to number 5, guys. Preparation. Preparation pays. Preparation pays. It's essential to know more than the other players in the game. Interesting one, this. I think that you know, from the time he was writing this, maybe it was a case of he would ring round quite a lot and he would get information in terms of how other people were perceiving the market. Now we've moved on with the internet. Everyone really has got very, very similar information. In my opinion, disagree with me if you like in the comment section below. I think, of course, there are some guys who have insider info. We're not talking about that. We're talking about being prepared. And I think we can all have the same level of preparation. In other words, what are our key levels? What's coming out of the market? How is so-and-so viewing the market? If that's part of our trading decision, what's this, what's that? So maybe not from an information perspective, in other words, knowing more than other players in the game, but still being prepared. You know, if you're a technical trader, what are the key levels? You know, what have we done yesterday? How do we respond to this level today? You know, what's been causing this movement in the stock I've been trading from a swing trading perspective? When are earnings coming out? How are hedge funds positioned that could affect if they start to move money around? It's that kind of thing, taking that extra level of care and also going in with the hard work aspect, preparation and hard work. All right, number 6, guys, stops. One of the great tools of trading is the stop. The point at which you divorce yourself from your emotions and ego, notice I said ego again here, and admit that you're wrong. We talk about stops all the time. Very, very useful tool. You have to have a point in the trade where you say, you know what, it's no longer working. So if it gets to that point, the trade thesis is negated. In other words, the idea, the reason behind it is no longer valid. So I'm just pulling the cord, I'm cutting the cord, I'm getting out of there. And that's the whole point of stops. Now, obviously, we're not going to go into stops here. The whole video on it, I've probably done another video on it at some point. Go and check out the channel if you're interested in that kind of thing. But we know we want to make as much money as possible, so we have it as tight as we can while still allowing for noise. But you know, it makes perfect sense, and obviously for him to say that, he's probably saved him quite a few times, the stops. All right, number 7, patience. Here we go. By preserving your capital through the use of stops, so he references stops again, you make it possible to wait patiently for a high probability trade with a low risk entry point. See, this is the big thing, guys. Patience, patience, patience. You know, waiting for the very, very best trade. And this is a theme that runs through every single great trader, hedge fund manager, investors. Wait, 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 wait until the very best investment trade opportunity comes your way, then pull the trigger. Be patient and still be prepared to be wrong still be prepared to come out when you're wrong. Still not get wedded to it by being egotistical about it and thinking I've got to be right. Being prepared for the opportunity so that you can strike when it comes. Putting the hard work in to be prepared, and all this kind of stuff all starts to blend into one. You can see the synergy between it all. All right, finally, last one, psychological game. Trading is a psychological game. Most people think that they are playing against the market, but the market doesn't care. You are really playing against yourself. Great, great advice. You know, this isn't a game of trying to beat the market. It's a game of trying to beat yourself. The market, the strategies will change. It's challenging enough finding a profitable strategy, but executing that profitable strategy, having a good risk management in place, having a good risk strategy in place, all the other things, discipline, all this stuff, patience, you know, getting rid of your ego, being prepared. All this stuff doesn't come from beating the market. It comes from you. You know, you can't beat the market with hard work. Hard work comes from you. It's not about beating the market. It's about what your input you're putting in, ego, all this kind of stuff. So anyway, guys, there's 8 quotes from Marty Schwartz. As I said, great, great book. Go and check it out if you haven't yet. I really liked it. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but it is mine. Let me know if you've read it and you enjoy it in the comment section below. All right, guys, thumbs up if you like this kind of stuff. Oh yeah, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. I did say at the beginning, but if you haven't, consider doing so for more videos from me and other traders on this channel. Good trading, guys. Keep the risk managed. I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.